Hey guys, it's Kip here from KDC Marketing, and in today's video I want to talk about a few myths that I'm hearing online about WordPress and Wix and just show you the truth of how Wix and specifically how Wix Studio works. So one of the things people like to say when they talk about Wix is that you have to start with a template and you can't change the template after you started with that template. So this is the Wix Studio workspace, and I can create a blank canvas if I want to. If I click this option, I'll start from a completely blank canvas. So you don't even have to start with a template if you're using Wix Studio. But if you do want to use a template, let me just click into here and show you what you can do. So again, you have the blank canvas option here, but let me find some one-page templates just to show you an example. So let's say that I picked this template here for this financial consulting firm. And so I'm going to click edit here, and then I'm going to be able to have this template, and then I can customize the template once this site loads. But again, one of the things that people like to point out, or they talk about, is that you're stuck into this template once you select it. So here's my template that I have, and it's obviously has a certain color palette and design. And I can customize this template however I want. So if I go to my site styles, I can change every single color in here. For example, if I don't like this color here, let's say I want it to be more of a red, then I can change it to a red, maybe a lighter red here, and click apply. And then I'm changing colors. I can also change the fonts here, the headings and everything. So I can change the font type. Maybe I want it to be Roboto instead of Poppins. And so I'm going to do Roboto bold, and I'm going to do, let's just do Montserrat here, Montserrat. So now I've changed all the fonts, and then I can change all the sections too. So just because I have it in this template doesn't mean I can't change it. I can delete any section that I want using the layers panel over here. Like let's say I don't want this welcome section. I can just hit delete, and that section's gone. If I don't want any of these sections, I can change them. Another thing is I can create a new page. Since this is a one-page template, I mean, there's a few other pages here. I can add a new page and just have it be a blank page. And all I have is my header and footer. So it's true that you can't go in and add a new template in one click. For example, in Shopify or in WordPress, you can go in and you can take the existing content of your site and change it into a new template and layout with one click, kind of swapping out that template for a new template. It's true you can't do that in Wix Studio. I can't take this template and swap it out for another one with my existing content in it, but I can just customize the existing template to no end. So in a way, I'm not stuck to this template. If I ever wanted to change the way it works, I could create a new page here. I could call this Home version 2, and I could literally start from scratch. As long as I update my header and my footer, I could just start with a blank canvas again. So just wanted to point that out, that you don't have to even start with a template. If you go to create site and you go to Studio Blank Canvas, you don't even have to start with a template at all. You can start with nothing and then build it however you want. If you do want to use a template to speed up your time and maybe make it a bit faster, you can pick one. And then if you don't like this template, you just go in and you just remove all the sections like I was showing you here. So if I don't like it, I just go back to home. I can delete all these sections, every single one. Just click delete on all these sections, and pretty soon I'll have a blank canvas again where it's like I'm starting from scratch anyways. And it's deleting some apps that were in there, that's fine. And then I just come here and add section. So now I can start, and I could customize this footer. I could also delete this footer and replace it. I could delete this header and replace it. So again, if you want that, where you can just one click and go from template to template, like you do on Shopify or WordPress, and that's totally fine. People do that all the time, and some people really like that. They want to be able to switch from template to template once they have their content in there. But for me, I just feel like it's a bit interesting that so many people talk about the templates inside of Wix. And the thing is too, is there's a lot of templates to choose from, and they're really good templates, especially for Wix Studio, the advanced builder. But like I said, you can literally start from scratch in here, and you can create a blank from a blank canvas. The other thing is a lot of people who use WordPress use a website builder anyways. They use Elementor, or they use Divi, or they use WordPress Bakery, or some other builder that's out there. And they always talk about how Wix is just a website builder, but most people who use WordPress, you have to use a builder in order to use it. And so they're doing the same thing. It's just they pick a builder inside of WordPress, a plugin. So now you have to get everything set up and then add the WordPress plugin to build out the website. So again, here in Wix Studio, you don't have to do that. You just create in Wix. You're always in Wix. You don't have to add plugins. You can add templates. You can pick a template if you want to, or you can start from a blank canvas. So just wanted to share some more details about that because I see it often. And the biggest one is just this one here where you have a blank canvas. You don't even have to start with a template. You can literally start here. And so the whole template argument that you pick one template and you're pigeonholed into that template on Wix, I just don't really buy it, because you can start here where there's no template whatsoever. That's what I have for today's video, and I will see you in the next video.